like basketball. Basketball I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the State of the League podcast, the only NBA podcast actively on the run from government authorities. Oh, the sirens ended. Okay, never mind. The only exonerated NBA podcast, then, I guess. I'm your host, Jack, a.k.a. Yokes. Joe, start with me as always. The world infamous Pablo Escobar, very large bounty on his head if we're sticking with the wanted theme. Pablo, how you doing today?
1 billion berry. That's the One Piece currency.
Is it the biggest one? Is 1 billion? Who has the biggest bounty in One Piece?
Well, it'd be manga spoilers.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, I don't want those. So I'm just going to assume who's the best. I guess I hope it's Luffy. There we go. I hope Luffy's made it up the ladder that far.
Well, he is a terrorist. He attacks the government.
Yeah, so he would have a big bounty, right?
Yeah.
Well, him and John Brown was the terrorist we brought up.
The wide receiver?
Yeah, there we go. He's emancipating quarterbacks with big runs, big catches downfield and stuff.
More of a run after catch guy, but yeah.
All right. Not a lot going down in the NBA this week. I'm not gonna lie. You guys
I don't know if I would phrase it like that. There's a lot going down. It's just in one place.
In one place. It's in Where did the Jazz play? Where have they been playing?
I think it's in Salt Lake City.
Okay. All right. Well, it's in Utah then. The land, I guess. Who was it? John Smith? Who made the Mormon religion? John Smith? Okay. Well, I guess John Smith was right. Why'd you nod then?
I was taking it in. Sorry, I'm still.
Joseph Smith.
Joseph Smith was right. Utah is the promised land, but only for one Brice Sensabaugh. He played okay in a summer league game.
What?
well, we've got 2 summer league games to talk about, and I assume I know which one you want to focus on. But there was another one that was pretty entertaining if you're there for, I don't know, Zach Edey or something along those lines.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I
was doing something else.
That's pretty convenient. In that one, Brice Sensabaugh goes for 15 points, 1 assist, 7 turnovers, 7 fouls, 40% from 3, 7 from 3-point range. So that bodes well for his NBA ceiling. But in terms of taking care of the ball, Memphis gave him a lot of problems. Which between Gigi Jackson, between Edey, between everybody, they have a lot of guys who are probably going to be legit NBA rotation players at the start of next
Gigi
season.
Jackson
Which
didn't even do that good, right?
Offensively, no. I saw a thread that was like, Gigi Jackson has a lot of tools, but they were really down on his ceiling because all of his skills are more guard centric, and he would have to be his play style essentially is not very wing pilled at this point. And so they're a little concerned about how he's going to slot into a Memphis team that would like him to be a go-to wing off the bench. So I mean, I think that's something to keep an eye on heading into next season, but he is also is he 18 still, or is he 19 now finally?
No, I think he's...
Let me look it up.
I think as long as you turn 19 over the course of an NBA season, then you can play in the NBA. I don't think you can finish an NBA season at 18.
Okay, he's 19 right now, and it looks like in December of this year he'll be 20. Okay. So yeah. He played pretty mid, I think, actually. Yeah, I think I got the box score here somewhere. 6 of 20 from the field. God damn. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 of 8 from the free throw line, and 0 of 10 from 3-point range. Somehow only -3 in a 2-point loss. So that's
what was the EDEY'S plus minus?
Edey was +1, and he played like really, really well. Like it's summer league, it's not real. We've been over this. There are going to be guys who are actually able to navigate screens even when they're good in the NBA. But his screen setting was a real presence in this game. He was very hard to keep off the glass. He went for 14 points, 15 rebounds, 4 blocks on 7 of 12 shooting. Walker Kessler, we both like him. I mean, we can get to that a little bit later too. He might be kind of available, but I think he's at least like a rotation big right now. He had his hands full dealing with Zach Edey, and so yeah, it was an impressive first performance from him. I liked it.
He had like 15 points on like 12 shots, was it?
14 on 12 shots, but no free throws, which you could like. I feel like he could be a guy who generates contact and gets to the line pretty routinely, just being such a size mismatch for 4 out of 5 positions on the court.
I think he would have to do that in order to be an efficient scorer in the NBA. He's got to be a guy who gets to the line a lot. How were they just playing Walker Kessler straight up on him?
Yeah, for the most part. They weren't like, I mean, Memphis was not doing a phenomenal job like feeding him post ups.
I saw some clips of that. He's used to getting he's used to getting the entry pass, backing down, passing out, and then like jamming them back in, and they weren't hitting him on the second entry.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's one of the spots Walker Kessler in terms of like kind of jumping that post entry pass. He was very good. Like once Edey had him sealed, Walker Kessler at least made the ball handler pretty paranoid from the looks of it. Like he was good at using his length to kind of make the passes more difficult than a guard in summer league is reliably capable of making. But I don't know if you have like Ja Morant or somebody on the perimeter. I think he'll be able to get those looks. The consistency at which he converts them, and yeah, the consistency at which he gets to the free throw line as well. That's up for discussion right now. Most of his points, I think, were coming off like pick and rolls, offensive rebounds, shit like that, or just like pick and roll dump off passes. There was several where whoever the ball handler was would like get right under the basket and then do one of those passes where they pump fake. They get Walker Kessler up in the air and then they just kind of reach around him and dump it off to Edey for a dunk or a layup or whatever. And so, yeah, he was, I don't know, he was good. He was really solid for a first performance. Scottie Pippen Jr. also played really well, but I don't think Memphis is really in need of guard play right now.
And he's a lot older than these guys. He was an older college player. Now he's been in the league or around the league for a few years. But yeah, Edey is a real problem. In one of my TikTok videos, I comped him to Farah from Overwatch. Did you run into much Farah's?
Which let me Google Farah.
She's the jetpack.
Oh my god, I hated playing against her. Yeah, like she like rains rockets down, kind of. Yeah, not fun to play against.
I absolutely hate her too because I don't like to play hit scan characters. Which, do you know the difference between hit scan and projectile?
Not really. No, break it down.
Hit scan is like Soldier 76, where wherever you shoot, like when you press RT, the person is getting hit, or it's like flying in a straight line, like super fast. Projectile is like someone who shoots like balls or something.
Yeah, you have to like lead it so that as the person is moving, you need to hit where they're going to be. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and so when it comes to Farah, in order to deal with her, you have to switch to a hit scan character. You have to have a soldier or a what's his name? His name used to be, what's the cowboy's name?
It's like Cassidy, I think.
Yeah. You need a Cassidy, you need a soldier, you need someone like that. I like to play May, the ice cold girl. It's a lot harder to take down Farah's. And so but when Farah's out there, you gotta switch or she's gonna wreck you. But once you do switch, if you have a good Soldier 76, you can take care of her relatively easily as long as she's on her own. That's how I feel about
Dude. This is the most Bill Simmons clip we've ever produced. I just realized that. Because did you see the one going around Twitter recently where
Yeah.
he spends like a solid minute 45 breaking down how he went to like the Cayman Islands in the 80s before GPS with his parents, and his mom was like, we can't go down that road. I just have a bad feeling about that road. He does, yeah, like a full 2-minute monologue, and then at the end he's like, it's kind of how I feel about Paul George right now. And so
And
you
that he
being
doesn't
like
even
that's
tell
Zach
us.
Edey.
He doesn't even tell us like what would happen. Like it'd be something if the next day there was a news story like tourist attacked on this road, and it's like, oh my god, my mom is right. Like it was just my mom had a bad feeling this one time in the 80s, and I have that feeling right now with Paul George. The cat one was better. That one was more apt.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's in the garage, sometimes he's really loving.
He's a cat in the garage. Yeah. So Zach Edey is Farah then. So if you have the tools, if you have a Soldier 76 on your roster, pretty easily negated. Memphis is going to have to change up their meta if they want to win the game.
Well, no, you have to. This is why I'm higher on him. You have to. He dictates how you can play him, and
Yeah.
so they have to have Walker Kessler guarding him like straight up, because he's the only guy big enough to do the job, and so that makes it much harder for Walker Kessler to protect the rim on drives. And then as soon as like he like rotates over, then Zach Edey's wide open for a dunk because all he needs to do is just drop it in. And so
Memphis, again, like they did not have a bevy of like super capable ball handling playmakers out there. Pretty much everybody on the floor was still capable of finishing that setup that you just described, where Edey is wide open because of like they've overcommitted to the ball handler. So yeah, I can only imagine again what a Ja Morant or really anybody who is like in it, like Marcus Smart would still have a field day with that kind of setup.
Yeah, and it really like if you and Walker, like we said, Zach 14 points on 12 shots. That's not super efficient, but still, it worked out overall for the offense, I feel like. And then the what's it called? Yeah, it just puts a burden on Utah and whoever he's playing to where the rest of the team has to compensate for shot blocking. And did Taylor Hendricks play in that game?
I think no, it doesn't look like it now. Oh wait, yeah, he did. My fault. He played 28 minutes, 8 points, 5 rebounds on 3 of 9 shooting. So he was out there. He just
did he have any blocks?
1 block and 1 steal.
See, that should be an area where he shines, help side rim protection. But
yeah, especially when Kessler is he's not taking up the runway like that. It would be cool, and he didn't necessarily have the most impactful game. Shout out to Cody Williams though; he had some cool plays, and I mean, you definitely got some transition flashes of what Utah wants him to be.
Yeah. So, but the second game was really the main event.
Yeah. This one was definitely not like a super exciting classic summer league overtime game where, well, I did want to shout out Keontae George's stat line in this game. 30 points, 4 assists on 5 of 21 shooting with 5 turnovers. He went 17 of 19 from the free throw line, including the final 2 free throws to hit the target score and win the game for the Jazz in overtime.
Were they just calling the foul on every drive?
It was a lot. It was crazy. And to be honest, by this point, like I was paying attention, but like it's not like moving me emotionally. I'm not like, oh my god, every single time. So I don't have any of these plays burned into my memory where I'm like, that was a bullshit call, or damn, they're really hammering him on every single drive. This just kind of seemed like a very classic you're 20 years old or whatever, so we're going to send you to summer league, even though you probably are like one of our key franchise guards moving forward. So yeah, he goes. Yeah, he has the right to take 21 shots, but like this is not necessarily the most beneficial thing for anyone involved. They would be learning more if other guys were taking these shots, and it's not like he needs to cement his spot in the rotation next year.
Who are the refs in Summer League normal refs, or are they like Summer League refs?
I don't know off the top of my head. The refs for this game were Castine Evans, Julian Scott, and Cam Garber. I don't know that. Like
Yeah, I
obviously,
don't know.
if you
I
know a
only know
ref's
the heavy
name,
hitters.
yeah, if you know a ref's name, it's bad. You don't want to know officials' names. So
Over under 5 refs. Can you name?
under. I got Scott Foster, Tony Brothers. I can name ref that looks like Gucci Mane, but I don't know his
Oh.
name like actually. And then there's one where me and my girlfriend, whenever he pops up on the screen, she goes eyebrows because he has very like he looks like he gets his eyebrows threaded at like a mall kiosk. They're very very sharp.
I have so Tony Brother. Who did you say? Did you say Scott Foster?
Yeah, Scott Foster, Tony Brothers are like
Scott Foster, Tony Brothers. There is a ref named Ben Taylor. I don't know what he looks like.
Oh, okay, nice.
There's a gay ref.
That's
Bill
way
Kennedy?
worse than the Gucci Mane ref.
I know he's the gay ref because one time Rondo called him the F word.
Whoa!
And then the next day he was like, he came out. He's like, guys, I'm gay. And Rondo was like, oh crap. He's like, I'm sorry.
Damn, dude, that's so funny. Rondo just had like an internet moment like a
Yeah.
2009 internet moment in real life.
And this is Sacramento Rondo. So what year is that? This is probably like Black Ops 3 years.
Yeah, that's probably like 2011. No, was Rondo?
It was
Rondo...
more recent than that because he might have been on the Celtics in 2011. He might have been. He was on the Celtics in 2012.
Okay,
sure.
2016. Yeah, because I'm thinking he was in Dallas way post championship. So yeah, goes to Dallas 2015, Sacramento 2016. 11.7 assists, one of the all-time great offensive engine seasons. And yeah, apparently he was homophobic there as well.
And so 2016 is like Gamergate. So he's a product of his environment, of course. And
absolutely.
And I'm sure the Connect 4 scene is really hostile.
Oh yeah, it's super toxic from what I hear.
There's the woman that everyone hates, Lauren. Whatever, her and Chris Paul, they go back and forth. You know, Burt Camp or something like that, or Holt Camp. It might be Lauren Holt Camp. And then, there's one with like cool slick back hair.
Yeah,
I know Zach Zarba or
Zach Zarba is one, absolutely. Yeah. See, the problem is I know a lot of them by like facial recognition, like I see them and I'm like, oh yeah, that is an NBA referee that I see pretty much every night. But I never it's very rare that I pay attention when Mike Breen is like, and on the officiating crew tonight, like I'm never really wired in for that.
Yeah, I never pay attention to. I only see like when people point it out on Twitter. I'm like, oh yeah, true. How many refs are there? Are there like 15?
I think there's a fair amount. I'm on official.nba.com referee assignments.
They have an annoying Twitter account.
They do, yeah. NBA officials, it's like it's very much like a guy who will dig his heel in on a wrong take is the NBA officials account where like they fucked up and like this is the right call.
Section 4.
Yeah, it's annoying. How many? Damn, this is like a long. I'm on the referee biographies page, and it looks like there's 4 guys per line for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is this just every single one? 17?
That's ever been? Joey Crawford's not on there, is he?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no, he's not on here. So it looks like, what's 17 times 4? Let me do some math here.
My God. What are you doing to me?
68. So it looks like there's 70 refs in the active
Is that what 17
rotation.
times 4 is?
The 17 times 4 is 68, but there's an 18th row with 2 players or 2 referees on the bottom. So, yeah. 5. Yeah, there's no shot. I'm getting 5 of these, but I do see some familiar faces on this list, definitely.
How much do they make?
I think they're pretty well compensated.
It's got I would imagine it's six figures, right?
I don't know. I mean, you want me to Google it?
Yeah, let's go all in on this ref.
Let's milk the ref segment for all it's worth. Average NBA ref.
I'm sure the people want to know.
I mean, yeah, we're asking the only NBA podcast that figures out how much the refs get paid.
And I famously said more kids need to show up to the pickup courts with a whistle and a zebra shirt, and we need kids practicing being refs. It's a good career. You get cardio. You get paid to travel. You get to rub elbows with all your favorite NBA stars. You get to be on TV.
Yeah, but a lot of them don't like you.
Yeah, well, you could be a kiss up about it.
Oh, I would be. Absolutely. Are you kidding me?
Who's the one who it's Tony Brothers, right? Who wanted to be a judge?
Yes, that's Tony. I hate Tony Brothers specifically because him and Jokic like straight up
I hate
have
both
beef.
of them, man.
Yeah. But
both
okay, so this says
people used to think there were two.
The Tony Brothers. Oh, that's so stupid. They earn about $180,000 to $550,000 annually, according to refsports.com. And
whoa, and they gotta be, if someone's making a website for that, something that niche and obscure, I trust them with my life. Why else would they be doing it?
G League referees, on the other hand, are getting about $25,000 to $50,000 annually. It breaks down to about, that's on more of a per game basis. It looks like $500 to $800 per game. So once you break into the NBA rotation, looks like you're set. But it's kind of like playing basketball professionally, where playing overseas in Europe, yeah, you've got enough to live, but it's not necessary. If you're not Nikola Mirotic, you're not making like crazy bread over there.
Soccer refs are crazy because they know like 18 languages. I think they don't, but they at least know more than one. What were you gonna say about Tony Brothers and Jokic?
They just have beef. Like Tony Brothers has given Jokic more technical fouls than like every other NBA ref combined. I'm pretty sure.
He's his Scott Foster.
Straight, like it's insane. It's insane. There was a game against the Pistons earlier this year where Jokic got ejected, and it was Tony Brothers, and it was just like the dumbest fucking shit I've ever seen. And so yeah, I don't like him. And I also think he's bad other times. Like that's the guy who called Chris Paul a bitch and was like, this is very personal and stuff. Like he's always butthurt about something, and the show is always about Tony Brothers. That's why I don't like him in playoff games. I'm always worried about, because like, dude, nobody wants to see you fuck this up right now.
Whose mom did he call hot? He said somebody's mom was hot. You remember that?
I do vaguely.
He's like, you brought the hose to the game or something.
Oh my God.
It wasn't exactly that, but it was a situation similar to that. What a guy. And so, yeah, so.
Oh, he did call Jeff Teague's mom a hoe, it looks like.
Oh, crap.
Damn, and Jeff Teague's got a podcast, so he's cooked now.
And he was like, no way this guy of all people is gonna have a podcast. Well, guess what? He's one of the funniest ones.
He's actually good. He's actually fun.
But yeah, so I think the people who go into reffing, like we said, like you could theoretically be best friends with like LeBron. You could be like, hey LeBron, I'm going easy on you tonight. But the people who get into reffing, they get into they're a certain type of person. They're law enforcement.
Yeah, so they're cops. They're cops.
Yeah, they're like, I need to show LeBron I'm the biggest man here. You're not gonna
okay, I get it. You're one of the best athletes on the planet, but
you're on my show.
Yeah, you're still an athlete. I'm in charge here. You're the challenger here, just so we're clear. Yeah, it's just one of those job dynamics that attracts a very strange clientele or person. I don't know.
I love the Matt Ishbia tweet from this summer where like he's talking about the Suns rumors of like Kevin Durant leaving and everything. And he's like, I love free agency. A lot of talk, a lot of rumors flying. It's all fun. And then he writes, my turn, period. Because I know he's like, I'm really doing that. I could picture him like just a rich white guy saying, my turn.
My turn. I let you talk. It's my turn.
And then he thinks he's going to say something like life-changing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Damn. That's really, Matt Ishbia is just like one of those kids in the cafeteria in middle school speaking in like a TV show or movie cadence, trying to sound like intimidating to people and stuff.
Oh my God. Did you watch the actual YouTube video of the sketch exposed?
Like, oh, okay. I have not seen the YouTube video that exposes him. So, like, this is the
Yeah.
video that breaks down all of the shit that he did.
Yeah, this is like the guy who brought it.
No, I've never seen that.
His YouTube channel is named like Pocketbook Philosophy. And so if you watch the video, you know what his reason for making that stuff public was?
What?
He said, I'm a journalism student, and this fits the criteria of good journalism. In journalism school, you learn that good journalism is timeliness, it's relevant, it's whatever. He just hit like the most meaningless buzzwords possible. and he kept saying like, I don't know what I'm doing posting this, but I kind of have to. It's my calling as a journalist.
It's my duty. I mean, that's the journalism code. Yeah, fuck that guy.
It's just what's right. So, and it's just like, just certain people, there's a certain type of way that people can speak, and they're trying very hard to come off as an intellectual, and they don't know that everyone else can tell that they are not an intellectual. Like it's very obvious when someone's trying to sound smart just by throwing in buzzwords or substituting random words. Like,
yeah,
I can't think of a good example. Like, some words are a dead giveaway, and yeah, this guy, yeah, he was the worst. And then I looked at some of his other videos on his channel, like there was something about like why neoliberalism is key or something.
Oh my God.
And I tried watching it to see if he was like pro or anti, and I couldn't tell, because it's just a mess of trying to sound smart while saying absolutely nothing. That's like, I'll tell you what, someone commented on my and again, fitting with the theme, they did not follow me. So certain type of person. They it was my Knicks draft review, and I said I didn't like the Tyler Kolek pick. And Tyler Kolek is like he's like a small guard, very good passer, shooter.
Knicks need one of those,
defensive concerns. And so like, out of the three prospects I talked about, he was one of them. I said I wasn't too into it. I said the reasons. He comments, almost a good analysis, or good try, almost a good analysis. And then he said, the Knicks need someone with ball security, and Tyler Kolek brings that.
Oh my God.
And just like random, I forget what the second part was, but it's like, yes, I'm the idiot. You think the Knicks bring in a guy solely to not turn the ball over? You think that's how basketball works? Like, man, we're having all these turnovers. We need someone to stand here and not drop this ball.
We don't need him to, pass or shoot or defend or cut or really do anything of like, no, just as long as they don't turn the ball over, it's a hit of a draft pick. That's what we would consider a success. Yeah, I gotta.
There's always guys who are like, we don't need him to play defense. We just need him to do that. Or we don't need him to. Like, people think basketball players need to do one thing.
Yeah. I mean, we touched on that last week, where it's like, who are we talking about? Where fans are like, that's not his role. His role is not.
Stephon Castle's role is not to make 3 points.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's so many people like that where it's like, he's bad at something. That's just not his role. No, those are two completely different fucking things. Like, yeah, maybe Kobe could have averaged like 9 assists if they weren't running the triangle or something, and he was just like offensive engine the entire fucking time. But to imply that like that's not his role or something, I don't know. There's a bunch of shit like that where people get those two things confused. I got a comment that pissed me off the other week. Someone quote tweeted me, and I was wrong about the Celtics, but they just quote tweeted me, and they followed me, which made it worse. They quoted it, and they were like, yeah, you tend to be wrong a lot, huh? I was like, what are you doing here then? Like, am I really that entertaining where you're like, I'll stick around? But It's not for the analysis. It's just for the shit posting. So, oh man, shout out to that guy. You made the video. Shout out to the guy who exposed Sketch for your fucking 15 minutes of fame.
Almost killed him for 400,000
Literally
views.
almost killed somebody in the name. That's good journalism, you know? Journalism kills people. That's responsible publishing right there, everybody.
I like maybe this guy's reading journalism textbooks from like 1940, and so like chapter 1 is like, if you find out someone important is gay, make sure the world knows. This is a devilish man. We need to be aware.
That's your journalistic duty, is that everybody needs to be warned of the danger of what's going on here. Shout out to Tyreek Hill. He fooled y'all, everybody. He fooled
got
you
y'all
guys.
in a chokehold, says the man who put his pregnant wife in a chokehold.
Oh my god. Yeah. I love it is just like a very fun look into like the morality of a huge portion of sports fans whenever somebody comes out as gay. It's just like
you find out who is living in 1700 mentally.
Yeah. Oh my god, where it's just like, yeah, dude. The fact that he's like on live being like, I'm sorry, it won't happen again, you guys. It should be allowed to happen again. Do whatever you want, man. This is fucking crazy. So, yeah. Shout out to Sketch for staying alive. Proud of you. That was base that you did that. And yeah, do whatever you want all the time, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. Do you want to talk about one Brice Sensabaugh, Mr.
Oh my god, man.
You have the floor. Do a monologue. I don't care.
Brice Sensabaugh is genre defining. 6 of 8. He definitely made at least 2 and 1s. He might have made 3. He was knocking down all his 3-point shots. Him and Dylan Jones, it was the duel of the century. It was this year's Tim Hardaway Jr. versus Dion Waiters Rising All-Star Game duel. It was crazy. They were going back and forth. Dylan Jones, I think his scoring efficiency was technically better. But whatever. I mean,
if you're a nerd who breaks out a calculator to figure out who won the I mean, the Thunder did win the basketball game, but who won the battle is the question.
Yeah, Dylan Jones was out there for the second half. Brice Sensabaugh got benched after putting on that display. So
they were like, "This is a franchise guy. We got to get him off the floor."
Yeah, Kawhi pulls out of the Olympics and Brice Sensabaugh pulls out of that game. Same thing with the franchise.
Don't curse Brice like that. He's got Kawhi knees. That's what this analogy is saying.
No, he's got Kawhi skill. He's got Kawhi level franchise importance.
Okay, right.
What is the? I didn't see the official report. Why did Kawhi drop out?
The wording was really weird. It was it made it seem like it was not his decision. So the phrase, I mean, I'm just pulling from like the screenshot Instagram.
No, you're reporting this.
Yeah, I'm reporting. This is journalism. Kawhi,
this is just your calling. This is what the principles are telling you of journalism.
That's what I'm saying. And so, yeah. The phrasing was like the Team USA and the Los Angeles Clippers came to the conclusion that it would be more beneficial for Kawhi to spend the remaining time preparing for the upcoming season or something along those lines. So it wasn't like Kawhi, I mean, the phrasing again made it seem like it was their decision, less so in Kawhi's camp. And so I'm not exactly sure how it broke down, but I feel a little bit bad. I mean, he obviously wanted to be there and he wanted the gold medal and everything, and I think it's valid. That would have, like, Derek White or whoever joins the team now, not only fucks up the aura, but you could like if we're doing like, oh, dream team versus the 2024 Olympics team, I could be like, 8 minutes of Kawhi off the bench. Dream team doesn't have anything like that.
I'll tell you what, Derek White is killing John Stockton. He's better.
He's literally he is hospitalizing him. Oh my god. I don't know. Derek White, very Tayshaun Prince. I looked up the 2008 Olympic roster, and that was like a very similar guy at the end of the bench. It was Tayshaun Prince, just like lengthy defender, nice fundamental guy to have on the team. Jaylen Brown tweeted out some emojis. I don't know if you saw that. Maybe he's a little salty. Tatum got the video game cover. Derek White got the Team USA nod. All he got was $300 million and a Finals MVP. This is fucked up.
And his new girlfriend, the WNBA star player.
Didn't she get waived?
She did get waived.
Damn.
But listen, stardom is about on and off the court.
Stardom is about how many people with journalism about you. And I'm sure plenty of people with journalism about her.
So before full Team USA, back to Brice Sensabaugh.
All right, yes.
So it was a duel for the ages against Dylan Jones, who Dylan Jones actually is very, very good. It was a domain clash between my guy Brice Sensabaugh and Ben Pfeiffer's guy Dylan Jones.
Oh, okay.
So it was like Gojo versus Sukuna of the Summer League, and so they were both spectacular. I'm a little worried because Brice Sensabaugh is getting bad PR so far this summer. The first game, he goes viral for the Zach Edey moment where he shows restraint. He shows that he's a true warrior. If you've seen Vinland Saga, you know what a true warrior is. He's showing that he's not going to fight Zach Edey for no reason. He has no enemies. He realized that in the moment. But people try to make it seem like, oh, he was about to fight someone, but then he saw it was Zach Edey, and he made a business decision. No, he's just a peaceful dove. He's a warrior born in peacetime. And so then in the second game, he goes viral for clapping in Dylan Jones's face, and then Dylan Jones hits the 3-pointer. But he played good defense before that happened. So I saw someone say on Twitter that they were teammates in high school. So might be friendly ribbing.
I'll give Brice Sensabaugh the L-Riz rating for Summer League so far. Just a lot of L-Riz moments. That's my official journalism take. I think he's a born loser. I think the game he played poorly, the Jazz won. The game he played well, they're getting blown the fuck out. I don't know. It's embarrassing. It's not a guy I would want on my team moving forward into the future. And I wish him luck in the Philippines or wherever he washes up. You got any thoughts about this? Is just because you were mean to me on Twitter, by the way. I did not like that response to my "they were down 20" tweet.
You were mean first. I hope Michael Porter Jr. drops another podcast episode.
No. Oh, I take it back. I take it all back.
Let's ask Michael Porter Jr.'s opinion on the sketch situation.
Oh my God, dude. He would probably... We need that journalism. We need whatever is nuts who posted the original video to track down Michael Porter Jr. Be like, how do you feel about gay OnlyFans? That's what I need to know Michael Porter Jr.'s opinion on.
We got Sneako's opinion. He disapproves.
I've seen the video thumbnail on my Twitter 5 times. I've never watched it. I'm like, this is stop showing me this. I don't give a fuck. Oh my God.
I saw someone had a super viral one, 100,000 plus likes, where they quoted the Sneako video, and they were like, the guy who pretends to be Muslim for money, it disapproves of this. Wow. And then they followed up hours later with a screenshot of Sneako blocking them. So.
Nice. Yeah, it is interesting. Just the whole industrial complex that Sneako and just all of those guys reside in, where they were probably hype as shit when all of that came out, because they were like, oh, this is a check for me. I get this.
Yeah.
This is how I inject myself back into the mainstream, is by calling this guy the F slur live on Kick or whatever. And so I don't know. That's just the world is a really good place. The internet is getting better. It's being used for what its original creators intended. It's bringing humanity together. We're making huge leaps and bounds forward in medicine.
Twitter search works, right? It's a great website. Yeah, you can search for anything on Twitter, right? Everything will come up. It won't. That function wasn't ruined in the past year, right?
I mean, which one do you mean? Do you mean so when I search on Twitter, it's usually I'm trying to find something that I put out a while back. So I'll hit from Jokic Joe Star, blah blah blah. That works pretty effectively if I remember exactly what I said. But in terms of like finding an old tweet, yeah, it's not what it used to be.
Not everything shows up. Everything used to show up in chronological order. Now it's just like top random tweets. So I'll search for like something will happen with like Steph Curry, and I'll search Steph Curry, and there will be one tweet about the thing that's happening now, and then there will be a tweet from like 2020 and all this random garbage.
Yeah, Steph's 50-point game 7 is like the
Yeah.
third tweet down.
And then like the replies on every Twitter's, I can't believe Elon Musk ruined it. What a dweeb.
I know. It's not like terrible, I guess. Like I'm still using it, so it's a little hypocritical to be like it's unusable. But like compared to how it used to be, holy shit. First of all, the ads are horrific these days. Like every single ad that I've gotten over the past like 2 or 3 weeks especially has been like just purely an AI generated photo that
God.
like is not explicitly advertising anything. It's like 2 hands that are colored in as American flags shaking, and the ad just says "Bring America Together!" ! Or something like that. Like it's like driving through a stretch of like southern interstate where all of the billboard spaces are like $45, and really anybody can put up whatever they want, and it's just fucking insane to see how people are allowed to use that kind of power. And then alternatively, it's just like so much Republican ads on my Twitter as well, which like I don't like Republican shit. Even though likes are private, I'll public this. I don't actually interact with all of that much Republican content online. So I don't know why the fuck Trump or like Trump alternative or like diagonal relations to Trump are asking me if I still support him or if I'm going to let the Democrats corrupt our country further. It's fucking, I hate.
That's the only people advertising there.
It's insane, dude.
But yeah, I Twitter used to be an echo chamber for me. I followed only people I wanted to follow. And so I would only see certain types of people. And then now there's a For You page and a following page. And I feel like he nerfs the following page. I feel like I'm not seeing every tweet that of the people I follow. And then the For You page is like 1% of stuff that I would be interested in. And then all the rest of it is like, watch this person get killed. Watch this person get beat up. Watch this person having sex in public.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I thought it was a bit when he got like legally forced into buying the website after making a joke offer. Like I thought all of that was like some weird convoluted bit that I didn't understand. And as time has dragged on, it's become painfully obvious that he was strong-armed into a deal that he was not really interested in and he's a moron in terms of like every business dealing he's ever been involved in, he's actively made worse. But this one specifically, there was clearly zero vision, and he just kind of defaulted to like a pretty milquetoast tech finance bro. Let's make everything black and let's rebrand it to X and stuff. But let's keep like, I don't know, all of the other Twitter shit. It's still like if you type in Twitter, it still comes up. You can't put out an X post or anything like that. So they're still called tweets. It's just a fucking insane place to take what once was a fun website to use.
It's horrible. And what's it called? When he was first forced into buying it, it was like, yes, major W. This guy's gonna go broke. We got him. He's screwed. But now it's no fun for anybody. And I feel like he when he bought it, he's like, yes, I get to read my ex-wife's DMs. And then after that, he's like, man, this is a lot of work. This is a lot of money. This is not good.
And she's just I thought she was going to be DMing her friends about how sad she is. She's just DMing other guys. What's going on?
God, she's talking a lot about my body and how much she hates it. This is less cool than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Team USA.
Team USA. So let me timestamp this for certain. We just spent 15 minutes that I labeled Ice Brice talk, cranking out like Twitter shit. So yeah, 40, let's call it 45. Team USA, Kawhi withdrawn officially. We already broke that down. Instagram says that the Clippers and Team USA came to the conclusion that he's not good right now. His body is not fit to compete for the hostile, difficult environment that FIBA basketball provides, and so
his lungs aren't ready for the Paris secondhand smoke.
that could be it. And that's where Wemby's real advantage comes into play. Nobody understands growing up in France, just all of the smoke. It's like living your life in front of an 18-wheeler, that's just like fully revving its engine.
I did a video about that once, about how the Texas teams, it's not banned by the state. Smoking indoors is not banned by the state. And people said it's banned by the city. Whatever. Do some lobbying. And they should have cigarette smoking in their stadiums, because Luka, Şengün, Wemby, they're all used to it. They could play.
Absolutely.
But our American players can't.
Yeah. And I mean, that's what kills LeBron is he has to go into a triple overtime game in Dallas where Anthony Davis is having an off night, and he goes out in a blaze of glory. He's like, can you imagine the aura that would come along with LeBron dying on the court? Oh my God. That's more than Jordan's 6 rings. Is like, dude, he literally died competing. Jordan's posted up in North Carolina right now, being an old man. He doesn't want it that bad.
I just saw a video of Michael Jordan. He's not in North Carolina. He's on vacation. And they played the Bulls song.
I bet he's so sick of that song.
But he looks like genuinely excited. So I wonder if it's the first time he's heard that song.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I wonder how often that song comes up. But he looked really into it. I feel like maybe he's more into the fame now because people downplay him. Like he probably just has like his free. I doubt Jordan is on any social media, but he probably just has like, hey, I was online last night. They said LeBron's better than you. He's like, what?
What?
But what would you say right before that?
Team USA, Derek White.
LeBron dying on the court.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called? Remember the air conditioning went out in San Antonio that one time, and he almost died. So that's what it would be like if there was.
Well, he got a ton of hate for that. So maybe
he was
everybody
cramping up. Cramps are for girls on their periods, not the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah, so maybe it would just get him a ton of hate. He can't handle the smoke, so stay out of the kitchen.
Would they? You know how they have Dirk on the Mavs court, like shooting his fadeaway? Do you think they'd like paint LeBron's dead outline like a crime scene, but then just leave it, but they put a crown on it?
Oh, that'd be sick. I hope so, man. They made the new NBA logo. Just LeBron suffocating from secondhand smoke. I die for this shit. Oh, shout out to LeBron, man. The best player on Team USA, democratically voted by all of the other players.
It was a respect award. They were afraid to say what they were really thinking.
He's probably still
Tyrese Halliburton.
He's probably still like 4th, right?
Let's see who's on there. Who's definitely better. Embiid is better.
Embiid is better, and then I think you could go Steph and Tatum if you wanted to.
Okay, I wouldn't go Tatum. Yeah.
Beyond that, like I think he's better than Kevin Durant right now. I think you could like maybe Kawhi would be better, but I'm never gonna hold my breath about Kawhi playing 16 postseason games again. So yeah, I'm cool with calling him at least number 3. Derek White is set to step in for Kawhi. Is my journalism right now? That's what my sources are telling me. Is there anybody you would be like, it's cooler if this guy came in?
Oh yeah, Trey, but it wouldn't happen.
Maybe the most antithetical Olympic player of all time is Trae Young.
He's never gotten a chance. Listen, if Carmelo Anthony can do it, Trae Young can do it.
Carmelo Anthony's a play finisher, Trae He's more of like a initiator, and they got enough of those.
Where he'll learn. This is where he'll learn to be off the ball more. Give him a chance. But no, I would straight up like Cooper Flag. I think that'd be really.
I was
really
thinking
cool.
that, yeah, because he. Did you watch any of the scrimmage highlights? I
Yeah,
assume, and he looked super sick.
He's crazy.
Yeah. So if you guys aren't locked in, Cooper Flag, a big 2025. He's probably going to know number 1 overall in the 25 draft. He's on Team USA's select team with like Podziemski and Jaime Jaquez and everybody.
The practice dummies.
Yeah. And he looked sick as fuck running the offense. He brought the ball up against Drew Holiday. He crossed him over. He got a screen. He pulled up for 3 over Anthony Davis, and he fucking buried it. He was hitting cool post-up moves. He's locked in defensively. He's very, just like super, super enticing. Like he has a lot of tools that are really fun to watch already. At like, how old is he? He's 17, but do you know when his birthday is?
No, let me see. Oh, are you pulling it up?
Yeah, I can do it.
But yeah, he was. Thank God he reclassified. He was originally going to be in next year's draft and just be like a year older, but he went back. He went back down. So
okay, his birthday is December 21st, so he won't even be 18 until December, dude. That's crazy.
And so he'll be like a G.G. Jackson age NBA player. So he'll be super duper young as well.
Damn.
Yeah, he's so good. There are some people on Twitter. Again, I shouldn't be exposed to these people on Twitter, but now I am. There are some people on Twitter who are saying like it's racism that he was invited and this other guy wasn't. This guy named Ace Bailey, who's like another one of the like top 5 players in the class, but who's like, from all accounts, like a tough mid-range shot maker and taker type player, and just not on the level of Cooper Flag, like not statistical dominance or whatever. They're like, interesting that Cooper Flag would be invited, but this guy's not. I'm like, okay, I need to be away from this. I need to be away from the basketball race wars. Too. But yeah, Cooper Flag is so good. DJ Edgecombe. So next year's draft is going to be such a blast.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. Well, first of all, Cooper Flag would also be sick. Continuing the Shaq Christian. Wait, did Shaq miss it in favor of Christian Laettner?
Yeah, he didn't make it. He should.
That sucks. Oh my god. So yeah, continuing the Christian Laettner, Anthony Davis tradition of like bringing along a young guy into the Olympics, which I mean, Team USA. Derek White doesn't play a minute. They're probably still in pretty good position to win gold, so you can afford to bring in like a cool young guy. And if he has a great NBA career, it looks sick as fuck in retrospect. It's like, dude, and even he was there? Oh my God. So yeah, I would like that. How many players in next year's draft do you think would go number 1 in this draft?
Well, so this is mostly uninformed because I haven't fully watched a lot of them, but Cooper Flag would. I think VJ Edgecombe, I mean, just based off those Bahamas games, I think he would go number 1. That guy I mentioned, Ace Bailey, would probably, based off the hype. The Ron Harper's son that I talked about, Dylan Harper, he has, the way he's talked about, he would. And then there's one other guy that the French kid, Nolan Traore, who lit up the Adidas Next Generations tournament. So those are the guys right now that people are tabbing as like potential franchise players. And then there's a lot of other crazy ones. There's a 7'2". Oh, there's a 7'2" center in Australia. Some kid named Rocco Zakarski. I think Ben Pfeiffer did a video about it. I didn't watch it yet. But he's apparently like an insane rim protector already. There's another guy going to Duke who's another like 7'2" crazy athlete rim protector. There's a guy going to Kansas. I think his name is Flory Badunga, and he is like 6. He might be a little tiny. He's like 6'8" to 6'10" somehow, in that range. And he's like really pogo stick shot blocking, dunking, insane type guy. Okay. And they found out last year that he was playing soccer in Indiana as well. And there were pictures of him playing soccer against regular sized high school kids, and
my
he
God.
was obliterating them. And I think his stats might have been crazy. Caitlin Clark's soccer stats were crazy too, but
Caitlin Clark's basketball stats today were pretty focused. She dropped like 29 and 13 on crazy efficiency versus the Mystics.
she's so good. It's so funny seeing the ESPN. They're like, well, Angel Reese has a better record. Her team has a better record, so she's ahead in Rookie of the Year voting right now.
She's ahead. Yeah, it's I do feel like Chet Wemby is not like a super unfair comp where Angel Reese is like really good objectively, and like she's good, the team is good, she's impacting, winning, whatever you want to say, blah blah blah. But like if you just compare them like player to player, it's unfair to Chet or Angel Reese because Wemby / Caitlin Clark is just like it's that much better. Like she is so fucking crazy, especially like today. It seemed like she hit another level of shot making in some of those highlight reels that I watched. I probably might go back and watch some of the actual film as well because she was fucking cooking, dude.
And again, not to delve into race wars and not to hate on Angel Reese because Chicago Sky, Chicago's own. I don't think she's I don't think she's a Chet Holmgren equivalent. I feel
like you don't respect double doubles. That's your problem, man.
Oh man, I think she's more like just a traditional big.
Okay. Well, you're a racist misogynist. We got it. Mark
47% true shooting.
Dude,
but
some of the true shooting.
Their average is lower. Their league.
Oh yeah, it's like 53 or something. I'm pretty sure.
Camila Cardoso though.
What's hers at?
I don't know.
Pretty high. More than that.
I bet it is. Pull it up. Pull up Cardoso stats. We need to talk about the real Chicago Sky big man prospect.
Camila Cardoso stats. Give me Basketball Reference or give me Death. I'm a Basketball Reference guy because I like their true shooting. Yeah. Oh, 47% true shooting. Is that lower than you thought?
We're a team of frauds.
Damn, losers. Oh, my God. Yeah, 60% from the free throw line, 44% from the field. 8 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block in 25 minutes a game. But...
yeah, guys, we got to stop celebrating those Angel Reese dubs. We need to get some L's. We need to get Paige in here.
Yeah, no kidding. Shout out to how do you say? Is it Beckers?
It's Beckers.
Yeah. Okay, Beckers. Shout out to Paige Beckers, everybody. All right. So we talked Team USA. We talked Ice Brice. We talked Edey. Is there anything else we wanted to hit on? I have a couple lobbyist requests pulled up here.
Let's see. No, I don't think so. Did we bring up Tatum's muscles?
Oh, he was flexing hard as shit in that Team USA picture.
He looked enormous. He looked like Popeye. Is that Natty?
Is that Natty? Somebody check. Somebody do the 2009 LeBron hate eugenics shit they were doing, where they're like, look at his forehead. A hairline doesn't do that naturally. Oh my God.
Let's see his nipples. What are they like? There are steroid nipples. I don't know what they are. I don't know how to tell. I don't know that stuff. I love watching those videos though, where people like break down if someone's natty. I just love the controversy.
Yeah, that's very you-pilled to just be like, there's drama. I'll tune in. Okay.
Oh my God, I've been getting so one of the few benefits of X's For You page, that swamp, is the child predator videos where
oh my God,
they entrap these pedophiles and then they just like attack them. They're not even calling the police anymore. They just want to fight them. There's so many good.
The one I've gotten on my page a couple of times is like, the guy behind the camera is like, do you look like you should be meeting with a 12-year-old girl? And the guy goes, does it matter? And they just slap the shit out of him. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That same video, when they're arguing, and that guy's so funny. They're like, so why were you talking to I think it was like 12-year-old boy. They were like, why are you talking to a 12-year-old boy then? What do you have in common with a 12-year-old boy? He's like, I was being polite. something you two obviously have no idea about.
Nice. Hell
He's,
yeah.
like,
Turn the
trying-
etiquette card on him.
He's trying to clap back, and then later, like over the course of their argument, one of them goes like, "Oh, I thought you weren't doing anything wrong," and then he goes, "If I'm not doing anything wrong, why are you slapping the shit out of me?"
Low key,
and then-
he cooked. He cooked.
And then
That's so
someone-
funny. Have you ever seen the one where the guy pulls up in the parking lot in the like weird Toronto Raptors like go-kart thing?
Oh yeah, that's an old one, right?
Yeah, that's from like years ago at this point, probably like 5 or 6 years ago. But yeah, like he pulls up in like it's like a little golf cart that like the Spirit Squad would like drive around throwing T-shirts from or something at like halftime. Like it's super strange, and it goes like at like a jogging pace. So he tries to drive away, and they just like follow him out of the parking lot.
Those guys, I think, at least called the police. These new ones, they're like Batman.
They're just beating them up. Yeah,
they're just vigilante justice. They also, I saw someone on TikTok made a video using that guy, the guy that we were talking about before, and he was pretending he was a Target worker in the like a electronic selection. He's like, so these are the Turtle Beaches, and these actually work with PlayStation and something else. And you just hear the audio behind of them confronting the guy, and then he hears a slap, and it goes to him slapping the guy, and then he just goes on with his presentation in Target while you can hear some slaps and
oh my god,
you're here to meet a teenage boy and stuff like that. So
yeah,
one of the guys. He posts on locals.com. I don't even know what that is.
I've never heard of it.
I looked into it. It seems it's owned by Rumble, or it's like related to Rumble. So I guess that's the only place he can post his full videos. Like he's straight up not calling the police. He's just going for fights. And I saw a clip on Twitter where he got shot because one of the pedophiles had a gun. I think he got shot in the leg, like in Target. It's crazy.
I guess that's the dangers. I mean, Batman's prepared for that. You need to pull up in like bulletproof shit, I guess, and just like tear gas them and then hang them upside down in the middle of Target. And,
that'd be cool.
Scare the shit out of them. Why are you here? That'd be fun. like a Batman skit where he does one of those just in the full Christian Bale voice. Why are you here to meet a 12-year-old boy then? I was gonna ask. Ian McManus wants to know, Pablo, who's your favorite Zoe 101 character?
Oh, okay, probably Michael. I think Michael's the funniest one, and he invented drip.
I know, yeah, I remember that blowing up from way back, like 2016. He blew up because he said it's drippy. It's my new slang word. I'm working out. It's drippy. You know, that's what you say if something's cool. And then people were like, "Whoa, this is crazy." He saw the future. I
saw someone on Twitter yesterday who quoted their own tweet from 2018, where they said, "What do you think is going to replace the word vibe by 2023?" My bet is on aura.
I saw that one too. Yeah. So I mean, shout out to them.
Crazy prediction.
The Lisan Al Gaib, as they say.
What'll be next?
After Aura?
Yeah.
I don't have the juice like that in terms of predictions.
Pull up synonyms.
Okay, let's run through it. Aura.
Back in the 50s, they're like, that's one cool cat.
That's one cool cat.
That cat's crooked.
Oh, that's what for bat. We have ambiance, aspect, atmosphere, feeling, mood, quality, scent, semblance, and tone.
Pull up
emanation. I could see emanating. He's emanating. Oh my god. Did you see LeBron emanating after that and one last night? That was crazy, dude.
I wonder what pull up vibe synonyms.
All right.
I wonder if they'll borrow from anime. They'll be like his spiritual pressure.
Well, we already kind of have domain expansion, domain clash, shit like that. For vibe,
I think that's in our world. I don't know if that's a wider thing.
I mean, it's not like aura, but yeah. I think Jujutsu Kaisen has broken it. They have don't buy the McDonald's collab, but It is a.
Wait, why? Oh,
We're boycotting, you fucking numbskull.
they
Oh my.
separated. I think they
Oh,
separated
okay.
from that.
Go,
McDonald's.
go consume, everybody. Then it's
Go
really
go to
important.
McDonald's. They're
Go
the
to
number one.
McDonald's.
They buy
Support.
the most apples in the world, folks.
They'd be
They're,
like,
they're healthy.
can I have the Gojo sauce, please? Can I have the Gojo nuggets, please?
This special grade sauce.
Ah, there we go. Can I have the Black Flash sauce? And they punch you in the face. Vibes. We have affection, anger, concern, desire, despair, empathy, excitement, feeling, fervor, grief. These are just emotions. What the fuck?
Fervor.
We have affect, agitation, ecstasy, elation, excitability, zeal. Oh, I can see zeal catching on.
Is that the same as zealous or no?
Yeah, I think like overzealous is like to be too enthusiastic. So zeal is enthusiasm. So like
maybe that'll replace the chalant and nonchalant.
Maybe, yeah. Like the Thunder's post game interviews where they're all together, extremely zealous. Those guys are zealing it up over there.
I saw someone mad at Jalen Williams today on Twitter. They said we need to bring back basketball players who had no other option in life because this guy's too sassy.
I hate to break it to whoever that guy is. That's just the way the world is moving. Like poor people are getting sassier. I don't know what to tell you. That's just a kid. Oh my god, this guy wants a 19-year-old who they're like, what did you think about your brother's first basket in summer league? And he's just like super angry, and he's like, I don't give a fuck. He's not getting paid yet. The job's not finished. All that shit.
He won't be better than me.
My favorite Zoe 101 character was the bitch who could not pronounce her S's. The woman, I should say. Yeah, she was cool. I watched Zoe 101 for a while, like when I was a kid and everything. And I remember who was Zoe, who was like the love interest there? Chase. He pissed me off. Oh my god. I was like, dude, you need to make this happen. Like if you had Aura, she's ready. Like you could figure this shit out. But instead, you're goobing around with your big afro and everything, being the nice guy. One of the ultimate nice guys, definitely.
Remember she moved to England. She had to go to boarding school in England. And then he got transferred to England to confess his feelings for her. And then but then she got transferred back to PCA, and his parents weren't rich. And so he already forced them to move him internationally to an English rich boarding school. So he's like, I can't come back. And then then they would do FaceTimes, basically the equivalent of FaceTime, but it was at like 3 a.m. for him. Mm-hmm. And his roommate would always be complaining, and his roommate had the voice of Nigel Uno from Kids Next Door.
Whoa.
And, yeah, it was crazy. And he would just be talking to Zoe, and his roommate would be like, it's 4 a.m. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Shut up, number one.
He says, shut up, Colin. His name is Colin. So yeah, star crossovers. Sneaky Austin Butler.
Oh yeah, he was in a couple Nickelodeon shows. He was also in Ned's Declassified, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, and you know what? He wasn't talking like that yet. He wasn't saying, "Hey, Ned, what's the tips?"
Hey, I'm Austin Butler. This is my Letterboxd top 4.
This is just how I sound.
Shout out to Fade Routha. Cool character. Shout out to the bike riders. I have not seen it yet.
It's so good.
It's good. All right. I've heard that Kinds of Kindness is bad. That makes
I heard it's like the worst. So I'm not gonna see it.
Yeah. It's I don't give a fuck. It's you can't put out that many movies and have them all be good unless your name is Denis Villeneuve. He's killing it. We're at like an hour 10. I'll do one more lobbyist request, and then patreon.com/state of the league this Friday. We're going to run through fucking all of them. If you spend $5 before Friday and you leave a request, we will get to it on Friday's episode. That's the State of the League guarantee.
Whoa.
Oh, yes. Augusto Davos says, in a previous episode, Pablo mentioned he would be good at writing a manga because he's good at coming up with powers. What are some that you've come up with?
I can't give away some of the best ones.
Bro, give away like
It's IP. It's IP.
the fourth best one. What's that?
Let's see. I actually came up with one recently. Let me see.
Bro, Kagurabachi spoilers, everybody. Skip ahead 30 seconds. In the newest chapter, the most powerful enchanted blade gets revealed. It's butterfly powers. It's pretty sick.
Oh, okay. I came up with a funny one.
All right.
You know the Thinker?
Yes.
And he's in like a pose, right? Or whatever?
Yeah, he's pondering, yes.
Yeah. So a guy who can figure out anything as long as he remains in that pose. But like the harder the problem, the longer he has to stay in the pose. And so when he's like in fights, he has to like try and hide. And
all right, that's the most JoJo's Bizarre Adventure thing I've ever heard. Like that would slot into the universe impeccably well. I got a good slideshow on TikTok the other day where it was just like guy whose power is to literally control fate versus guy who can make toast pop up out of a toaster. And then it was like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure theme music behind it. And toast guy wins that battle 10 times out of 10.
I hate that kind of stuff. I don't like a lot of time travel powers. I don't like illusion powers. I don't like devil stuff.
The first like 3 or 4. So season 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the villain gets into convoluted territory like that, and then successively, like, we just take it further. And it's not the most serious anime in the world, obviously. So it's not like if Sukuna was doing some shit like that, and that's how he beat Gojo, I would be really upset. But
and his powers are stupid too.
Well, that one is. I mean, he just waits for his fucking babysitter to figure it out, and then he gets to do it all of a sudden. I don't know how that's fair, but whatever. Yeah, but in JoJo's, like, the first 3 seasons, pretty grounded powers. There's like one mild time travel power, like somebody gets the power to like stop time for a couple seconds, but it's not like crazy.
I like Hunter x Hunter has a lot of good powers, a lot of good solid powers.
It's the best power system. Shout out to Morel, the smoker. He's probably my favorite character in Hunter x Hunter because I feel like he's a really good embodiment of the power system. Where he's like, I'm not that strong, but I'm pretty smart, and like if you're dumb, you'll definitely lose to me.
I like the one where they're like invisible to like all senses and everything as long as they can hold their breath.
Oh, that guy's sick. Yeah. The Chimera ants, that's like a cool spin on everything. Because a lot of them have like based on their animals' powers, if I remember correctly. Although some of them are weird. There's one, like a wolf has like rockets that fires off of his back and shit. So,
oh yeah. What was the cheetahs one that it was like he messed up in making it? Like he had to catch him, but there was like no incentive to catch him or something like that.
Yeah, that was like a domain expansion, low key. Now that I'm thinking about it, is like
and I thought of domain expansions before Jujutsu Kaisen. Just putting that out there.
You just didn't capitalize on it, and now you're the copier. Damn. So annoying. I hate when that happens. Yeah, the Cheetahs was like he domain expansions, and if you can tag him before the timer runs out, then you win and you escape, and I guess he dies or whatever. But like in his mind, he's like, I'm way too fast to ever get caught. Yeah. But the timer's like an hour and a half long, so yeah, he's stupid.
Yeah, he couldn't kill him.
So and Hunter x Hunter's so good because like how we talked about how there's like if you show me an organization with like preceding levels of like power and like they're super cool and mysterious and shit, the Phantom Troop and the Zoldyck assassin family, 2 great examples of that kind of shit.
What a great show.
Watch Hunter x Hunter if you haven't, everybody. This is so easy. Podcasting is so easy. We're already at an hour 14. Do you want to do one more or you want to call it?
No, I want Pow to take it away.
All right, Pow, get it. Take us out of here. I'm sick of it. Bye, everybody.
Lay down a list of what is wrong. This